Hey, Canes fan. How we feeling? New commit. New commit. It's kind of like my touchdown dance. It's not as aggressive as a touchdown dance. How we feeling, everybody? Surprise commit. Right? Hey, I almost fell. I got too excited. King David in the chat. What's up, Brody? Hey, Canes today says he's hyped. I'm hyped too, man. Got us our future center, man. Excited. War Beast. Hey, smartest guy in the room now is our future center. Literally. Hey, Miss CB in the chat. Came home, rushed, and made dinner for me. Now she's here in the chat. How's everybody's Monday? You know how we start these. Try to see how everybody's Monday is going. How was everybody's Monday? Coming off of a big recruiting weekend with the barbecue and some seriously top talent was in the building this weekend. Not just in this class, but the next. Some of my favorites in the 26 and 25 class were there. Jabari Brady, the receiver. What did I have for dinner? Momsies, what do you call it? Tell them in the chat. I don't know how to say it right. I call it good stuff, but there's a Hispanic name for it. I just don't know how to say it. So we got ourselves another trench bully. Shout out to the Sebastian Lane show. Shout out to David Franklin on the Sebastian Lane show. He's always preaching about the trenches. So anytime I think about the trenches, I think about him. Hashtag trench work. Shout out to the Sebastian Lane show with Rasta Edits and David Franklin. Oh, man. Shout out Warbeast. Yes. Dono had some awesome interviews today. I'm going to link one of Dono's videos here in the chat. On my way home, he released a video. He talked to, it was a handful of guys. It was just really cool to hear from some people like AJ Allen and Shamar Kirk. That's one of Dono's videos there. He also talked to Shannon Dawson. Look, I'm just going to link Dono's entire channel. How about that? Go to Locked On Canes and watch all those videos. Hit the like button on them too. But Dono's the man, right? All right. So we got ourselves a new commit, y'all. Added a bully, actually a flip, was committed to Harvard. Kevin Beer had me hyped too. Okay, here we go. It's called Picadillo. Yeah. It's basically just all my favorite things in a bowl, man. But it has an actual name. Oh, Al in the chat. What's up, Al? How we doing, man? Got ourselves a new commit, buddy. 6'3", 293, according to 24/7 at the moment. So obviously we don't know, growing young man. He could be bigger, most likely is. He actually plays really physical, plays with really good leverage. I didn't know much about him. Dono mentioned him on Locked On. And hey, shout out to Al. Love it. I call it good stuff, bro. I absolutely love it. It's like easily my favorite, one of my favorites that she makes. I just call it good stuff because it's that good. Is the music too loud? Let me know if the music is too loud for y'all. Sometimes I make the music way too loud. So we got ourselves our future center. I think when y'all see his tape, you're going to be really, really impressed. I'm going to be honest with you. I was really, really impressed when I watched this film. I think you guys are going to absolutely love it. Nino Francavilla. So I don't know if it's Francavilla. So I'm just going to call him Nino because I don't want to butcher his last name. I'm gonna try to get Nino on the channel. Also tomorrow at 3 p.m. Central, 3 p.m. Eastern, the interview and highlight watch along with Dalen Russell will drop. Yo, yes, I completely agree. His tape is really good, so we're gonna get into that now. Let's make it happen, Captain. Let's get that off the screen. Twitch used to be a little bit easier with stuff like that. I'm still a rookie, y'all. We need to find out his nickname. Nino for now, yeah. Nino for now. We may have to give him a nickname after watching this. So 6'3", 285 is what he was listed at on his huddle. Interior offensive lineman and just a beast too. Check him out. Quick first step. Boom. Plays with good leverage. Pancake. Look at him. Get under somebody's pads and drive him down. Let's go. Hey, Vaughn. Vaughn finally made it live. Happy to have you here. I agree, Al. I think it's a good pickup too. I think having an interior offensive lineman like this who plays mean, he's physical, he's big. Check him out again. Here we go. If you ain't got nobody to block, find somebody to block. Love it. Explosion, strong hands, strong punch. Go ahead. That's just a straight punch. Yes, Hoodie Girl is on a live stream with Miami Mayhem right now. I will link that in the chat as well. Shout out to Miami Mayhem and Hoodie Girl. Hoodie Girl's famous, y'all. Don't let her lie to you. She's famous. She's a superstar. Getting to the second level. Look at him. Nasty. I love that. Offensive linemen at the second level, you love it when they're nasty. They get to block, linebackers and safeties. Just get dirty with it. Matt Lee Jr., love it. Love it, love it. He's got that 55. Get to the second level. He gonna punish it. If he get his hands on anybody at the second level, he gonna punish him. Check him out. Boom. Come on. Come on. Pancakes, finishing blocks. Once he gets his hands on that breastplate, call it a day. They're going to love running behind him. Mirrorball probably loved this film. Here he goes in pass pro. He's got quick feet, too. Of course Harvard has Harvard. Hey, look, though. The Harvard stuff aside, you want intelligent offensive linemen, especially as a center. That's your quarterback up front. You want somebody that has that high football IQ and high IQ in general. We used to call that a Liberty block. I don't know if everyone's offense calls that. Get off your ball. Oh! I just love how nasty he is. Just absolutely nasty. There you go. So we used to call it, I don't know if everyone else calls that we used to call it a Liberty block. Double team and then get to the second level. Boom. Come on, look at the explosion. Love it. That explosion. He gonna get under somebody's pads. Plays with really good leverage, strong hands. Look at him. Gonna get under the pads, driving back. He gonna drive this kid 5 yards back. He gonna keep driving. And he gonna get a handout on somebody else. I love that. Just that tenacity, that want to. Again, he's very crisp, very sound, good technique. Boom. Gets a second block. Clears that running lane. Running back had 2 lanes to go through if he wanted to. Finishes plays. I agree, David. David says he loves the fact that he finishes plays. I love that about him. He gonna block till the whistle and beyond. No, 41 was not getting by. It was just not happening. 41 said something to him before the game, probably. He was like, "You're going nowhere." I did that for Steph. So you see him play some defensive line as well. Look at the athleticism. Go ahead, get up there. Get up there, Nino. What we see you. Love that athleticism. Back at his natural position, though. I'm going to finish this block. Come on. Yeah. Yeah. I like it. Come on. Bully somebody in the trenches, Nino. Check out our guy, Bullying 25. Peep it. Pancake first. Explosion. Boom. You're done. I'm going to get somebody else, too. Let's go. Oh, I love it. Check him out here. I'm going to finish this play. I love it. You love a nasty offensive lineman, man. That's interesting. Keynes today said he was going to play a defensive line at Harvard. That's very interesting. I like him at center. I really do like him at center. He's nasty. He's physical. He's tough. He's quick, though. He's really agile. He's got quick feet. Check him out in pass pro. He's got really quick feet. What I love about him is his leverage. He plays with really good leverage, gets under the pads. And once he get that breastplate, that used to be our little, well, that's everybody's cheat code, but especially for a receiver. You out there on the boundary, you get a corner's breastplate. Now you do whatever I want you to do, sir. I used to really enjoy blocking. Obviously I enjoyed catching passes primarily, but I really enjoyed blocking. It was fun. I agree. Just bullying anybody nearby. Anybody. Somebody come in his vicinity and they get the business. I love that about him. Gonna pick up for his boy. I love it. That physicality, that tenacity, that's the key word for Nino on this stream is tenacity. Yes, I played football. Yeah, I played football. I played football in high school at a school called J. Frank Dobie. I was not highly recruited. I was low-key barely recruited. I signed to an NAIA school called Grandview. I never ended up playing. That's a different story for another day. But yeah, I did the whole signing day thing with like the the newspaper and the sit down with my dad, and the picture comes up on Facebook every year and makes me upset. But this isn't about me. This is about Nino. But yeah, I was a receiver and a DB, primarily receiver. I moved to DB my senior year and played both ways. DB was kind of fun. Actually, I played in the same defensive scheme that Lance Guidry coaches, the 4-2-5. That's why they moved me to corner, because it's just a lot of man coverage out there, and they figured I knew the route tree. I love him on these running plays, man. He gonna reach out and touch somebody, but he gonna move people. I love it. Clearing running lanes. Look how far he moves this defensive tackle. Cleared him clean out the play. I love that physicality. I love an interior offensive lineman. Look at that. Great run. I agree, Keynes today. Great run blocker. Really good in the passing game too. He's got really good feet. He's quick. He's agile for a big dude. For 6'3", just punishing. Line up right in front of him. He gonna punish you. And then he gonna lay on you. Where is he from? I'll tell you right now. Nino is he's actually from let me see if I have this right, because when I was looking him up earlier, I think, if I'm not mistaken, I want to make sure I get this right. Yeah, he's from Toronto. Okay, I'm right about this. He's from Canada. When I was looking him up earlier, I was like, wait, he's an international young man. He's from Canada. Clearing somebody completely out the play. See ya. Out of frame. Block that boy out of frame. What are we thinking so far, Keynes fam? Look him out. Look. Till the whistle. Till the whistle. Yeah, Mesidor is from Canada. So is Isaiah Thomas, the 4-star safety / linebacker in this class. That video maybe next week or maybe the week after that. I think so. I sat down with Isaiah, talked to him. We watched his highlights together. Oh yeah, fall camp starts tomorrow. I'm excited, man. Really excited to see some of the guys, like some of the transfers we didn't get to see because they came later. Shamar Kirk, AJ Allen. Really excited to see some of the freshmen, or just to see what they look like on the field. That weren't early enrollees. Joshua Horton, Mark Fletcher, Chris Johnson. I'm really excited to see what they look like. It's gonna be hard going up against Leonard Taylor right now, but I love his skill set. I like the size, strong hands. He's physical. He's got good feet. He's quick. He's for someone that he's nasty in the run game, but he's no slouch as a pass blocker either. He's got quick feet. Again, get that breastplate. Boom, yank him down. Love it. Love it. He's got good hands. Good hand fighting there. Love it. Love it. Love it. You're not getting under him. That dude thought he was. It's just not happening. He plays with really good leverage. Really, really good leverage. Oh, I agree, War Beast. I agree. Linebacker room looking superb. This here, though. Robert Stafford. That's a bad boy. Him as a returner. Maybe we need to do that. Maybe we need to watch some of the new freshmen one night on the channel. We'll watch some of their highlights for some people that haven't seen their high school highlights. Robert Stafford is insane. He used to be a receiver too. Here he goes again in pass pro. I like Nino. I like Nino quite a bit, man. Strong interior offensive lineman. We know he's got the brains. We know that will translate to a high football IQ. You want that in the center of your offense, literally. No pun intended, but also pun intended. Someone that's going to help your quarterbacks with blitz pickup, with protections, helps the other offensive linemen, making sure that they understand their protections, understand their assignments. That brain, that intelligence is an asset. But let's not act like the kid can't ball too, because we sitting here watching him absolutely destroy defensive linemen. And don't let him get to the second level, because oh my gosh, when he gets to the second level, he's just gonna punish somebody, anybody in an opposing jersey. And what I love about him, if he ain't got nobody to block, he gonna find somebody to block. Somebody is going to get work. Check him out. Just pushes people off the ball. Love that about him. Love that physicality. He plays, you can tell he's got that defensive lineman tenacity with him. I love that, man. I know Miraball's got to love him. To be able to get somebody like this and mold them, that raw piece of clay, but a piece of clay that comes with all these really good intangibles, just powerful, explosive, nasty, and just a ridiculous motor. He just, I don't know if he hears the whistle or not. It don't matter. There he goes, pass blocking to get somebody bigger than him there. You see our guy in pass pro. Quick feet, get off me. Yeah, if you're gonna be, yeah, that's not working on him at all. Yeah, I like this pickup. I think Miraball, Cristobal. Sometimes you got to find those gems, those diamonds in the rough. Also, you just got to find sometimes clay that has the intangibles that you want, the raw intangibles that you want, and then you can mold him into the player you want him to be. And I think this is a really good piece for Miraball to work on. Really, really enjoyed his film. Like I said, I hadn't watched it until tonight when I got home. And I was just enjoying it. I was like, oh man, this is gonna be a great watch along. Like, because he's got really good tape. I like this signing. Now I know what people are gonna say, no stars and all that. Look, people, stars are not everything, right? We know that. But what we do know is this young man can play. Look at him, just nasty. Look, just absolutely nasty. I think we did good here, man. Adding him to the offensive line that we already have in this class with Juan Manaya, the door Juan Manaya, Derek Plaus on the offensive line as well. I like what we're doing. We're getting moldable clay, but guys that are just monsters, just beasts. I love it, man. I absolutely love it. Cristobal and Mirabal just have to be glowing. That's our future center, y'all. How we feeling? Hey, L in the building. What's up, bro? How we feeling about our new guy? Sound off in the chat. How are we feeling? Cristobal got himself another alien. He likes to call them aliens. This young man's another alien. We got us a gem. Let me know in the chat. Thumbs up or thumbs down? Thumbs up in the chat. Nobody better put no thumbs down. We just got ourselves an absolute beast in the interior. Smart, exactly, L. Smart and physical. Smart, physical, powerful, and aggressive, man. He gonna block till it's over. There is thumbs up. That's what I'm talking about. Thumbs up. Ooh, I love that trip. Mirabal was he spoke really highly of Antonio Tripp today. Oof, ow, yes. So I wrote a piece for All Hurricanes at one point, and I gave my unsung heroes, or who I thought would be the unsung heroes for us this year. It was Matt Lee, Markeith Williams. I actually forgot who else it was. That's hilarious. It was, yeah. So it was Matt Lee, Ahmad Moten, Henry Parrish Jr., Markeith Williams, Jaden Davis, and I thought there was one more. Maybe there wasn't. Matt Lee, Ahmad Moten, Henry Parrish Jr., Markeith Williams, who I'm super high on, Jaden Davis. Yeah, those are my unsung heroes for the year. I think Matt Lee is going to be an all ACC football player and a first team all ACC center. I think he is that good. I think getting a center like that on this team with these young offensive linemen was huge because, again, like I was talking about with Nico, when you get an intelligent offensive lineman, an intelligent center to quarterback up front, he's going to help people be in the right place. He is also going to help the quarterbacks with their protections, adjusting their protections and their blitz pickup. Hilarious. I don't know if she's seen that. She's never seen that game. The 2017. You know what's funny is we probably did watch that game together. We typically don't miss a Notre Dame game, and I don't miss very many Miami games. The only time I miss them is if I'm not home, obviously. And I've actually only ever walked away from one. Steph will tell you, I've only walked away from one Miami game. It was Middle Tennessee. I couldn't. I couldn't. I can't tell you exactly at what point. Where I can't tell you. Oh yeah, let me count in my head and not out loud and say something stupid. Actually, I think one or two more offensive linemen. I want two. There's two specifically that I want. And on the defensive line, yeah, I want maybe one or two defensive tackles, at least two defensive ends. Canes today. If the Canes lose, I cry. I need y'all to understand this. I'm not a fun person. To that note, I was thinking about things to do during the season. I had the idea to maybe do like a halftime stream. Because I'm not sure about doing post game ones because people like Coop does his post game streams, and I think Dono probably does something too, and yeah, those are my homies. So I don't know if I want to do that, but I was thinking about maybe doing like halftime streams, because they're short, and what does anybody do during halftime, really, right? Bandy's pick, yo. We need to watch. You know what? Let's do some research. Here's the thing. So I want to watch that game, right? But the problem with watching that game is there's not a no huddle version of it, right? So if we watch the game, I think we probably have to watch it muted, because I think I'll have to skip through all the commercials to avoid a copyright strike on the channel. Like, I don't know how that works. Like, I know the video is on YouTube. Like, I'm looking at it right now on YouTube. That's interesting. She's kind of like me a bit. Like, if Notre Dame is losing, hilarious. If Notre Dame is losing, she's kind of like me. She's not the happiest person. If it's an old game, I don't know if it'll bother her as much as like even watching an old loss bothers me. Like, y'all saw me during those games when we give up touchdowns. Like, I'd be forgetting that like we're gonna win this game when it's an old game. I just get upset all over again. To the 2024 commits, to Warbeast's point, Dalen Russell video drops tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern. Me and Dalen Russell sat down and talked for about 30 minutes, I think. There's several others in the whole. I think I have, other than that one, I have 4 that are already recorded. Let me double check and make sure. Yeah, I think I have like 4 that are recorded. I'm recording 3 this week. I'm recording 1 tomorrow with. I'm hearing weird things in my ear. I think it's one of the ads from Huddle. I'm recording 1 this week with a Canes commit, a 2024 Canes commit. 1 with a 2024 4-star DB. He's not committed to us, but he's one of my favorite young men. I got a lot of time for the kid. And then a 2025, one of the biggest recruits to the 2025 class, I'm recording with Wednesday. So there's 3 more that I'll have saved after this week, and I think I'm doing another one with a commit. He wanted to do it this week, so we'll see. Brian Smith is the man. Hilarious. I love Brian Smith, by the way. So I have 1, 2, 3 recorded, 4 recorded that are already recorded and saved. I did one last night. with one of my favorites. I guess I can tell you who I did these with. I don't know why I would be keeping this a secret. So Dalen Russell's drops this week, tomorrow. I did one with 3-star receiver Jose Leon. I did one with the 4-star commit Isaiah Thomas, and I did one with Antoine Jackson, one of my favorites. Yes, me and Antoine talked on the channel. Me and Antoine have talked for a very long time. Actually, to be honest, and I'm gonna mention this several times, I don't think a lot of people would know who I am without Dono and Antoine Jackson. Antoine was the first recruit to like start retweeting my stuff and like liking it and sharing it and stuff. I think he was like one of the first ones to like chop it up with me and talk to me, and we would just chop it up about Miami and stuff. So it was cool to talk to him. I think y'all are gonna love that chat. He's a very, very interesting young man. And then Judd Anderson, we're recording with Judd Anderson this weekend. Derek Plaus, we just have to set a date with Derek Plaus because he was at the barbecue last week, so he couldn't do it. And then the 5-star or the 4-star 2025, I'll leave that name up in the air. I'll wait to announce that. And then Cornell Allen is the 4-star corner that I'm recording with tomorrow. Next commit. Good question. If y'all would have If y'all would have heard the guesses I was going to have today for who this was, y'all would have laughed at me. Um, yeah, y'all probably would have laughed at me. Who do I think is the next commit? I guess, yeah, we can do that. We never do that. Do y'all want to do a little bit of Q&A real quick? We'll do a little Q&A real quick. Fire away your questions. We're here. I'm sleep deprived, but we're here. Fire away your questions. What do we got? Who do I think the next commit is? By the way, I'll answer L's question. Who do I want or who do I think? Who do I want? I want... yeah, one or two. I want either LaWayne McCoy or Eddie Pierre-Louis. Also want Kamarian Franklin, but Big Cam isn't announcing till I think the end of August. I don't think Eddie or LaWayne have. Oh well, LaWayne's committed somewhere else, so it would be a flip. I would love to get one of them two next. Big fans of both of them. Y'all know I'm a big fan of Zaquan Patterson too. Big fan of Jalen Hayward. I've talked about him a lot. Will Zion be on the field week 1? Actually, he talked about that a bit. I haven't got a chance to watch all of the interviews, but he did talk about that on Media Day today. So I want to tap into that. I'm hoping so. I really do hope so. But if not, I do think we have the depth right now to ease him in. King David says he thinks it's Cam. Cam said, Roster was on with us and talked about it. Cam said end of August, maybe, for when he's going to announce. Cam definitely, if I had a board, and I do, but it's like in here, like I don't have it written down. People be asking me that. I don't have it written down, but I have a board up here. Like Cam is at the top of it. There's a few people on it, but Cam's definitely on top of it. How many wins would it take this year to be successful, in my opinion? Good question, Nicholas. I want 8. I wouldn't be upset with 7-5 in a bowl win, but I'd like 8. I want to see a lot more than just things in the win column, though. Like I want to see fight. I want to see consistency. I want to see the offense and rhythm. I want to see guys fighting back. I want to see body language looking positive when they're down. Like there's a lot of things I'm looking for. But if we're just going to keep it a buck and answer the question, 8 would make me like happy. Ben in the chat. Big bro. What's happening, Brody? Y'all should know that there's a few people that I would not have a channel if it wasn't for. Ben's one of them. They kept nagging me about it. Peter from Kane's Insight is one of them. Steph's another one. I know, yeah, the subscriber numbers. I'm very... What about Ellis? Apparently we're still in play for him. I'm sure we're still calling constantly. I don't post nothing for no reason. Let's just leave it there. 8 or 9 for King David. Interesting. Just see, that's what I'm talking about, Warbeast. Exactly. Grit, tempo, creativity, risk-taking, consistency. Fire away. Any other questions you have? They can be recruiting related, Miami related. We should probably do a stream one night where I just let y'all ask me a bunch of questions. Y'all can ask me anime questions if we have anime fans or comic book fans. Ooh, now we talking. Pierre and Afua. Then the O-line for this class would be a wrap. Those are the 2 I want. Those are, if it's my druthers, those are the 2 I want, and then we can we call that thing a day. Ellis is a beast. Okay, an absolute monster. Do I plan to do a hoop stream? I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know. I may do something like, so one of the things I'm thinking about doing too is after the games, the ACC will do these, they'll do highlights Like they'll put out like it's like a 25-minute highlight of the game. I may do like live watch alongs to those, like when the ACC puts those up, so we can just chop it up and talk about that. Hoop streams, I don't know. I do plan on doing something with Hoodie Girl. Like I want to have Hoodie Girl on, probably for like a hoops watch along, or maybe like to preview the season or something like that. I think that'd be dope. Oh, we're getting all kind of questions here. Yeah, we got ourselves a legit beast and a scholar. We got us a Smarty Pants. I love that. Maybe that should be his nickname. War B says JW20 is supposedly playing multiple positions in this new scheme. Any thoughts? I love it. I think they're gonna. It sounds like they're gonna play him in the box a lot, at nickel a lot. I like moving him around quite a bit, and I think moving him around is going to allow Markeith Williams to shine this year, y'all. Like I am on Markeith watch all year. But yes, I think this is awesome. It's going to allow James Williams to just play off instinct a little bit more and use his athleticism, and not kind of handcuff him to just being a safety on the back end. Ben says, am I going to have special snacks if we get those 2 offensive linemen? We get those 2 offensive linemen. I'll eat whatever y'all want me to eat. Maybe not whatever. I'll eat watermelon on the stream. We get the... No, Ben. We get him. You hear me? Him. You know who I'm talking. We get him. I'll eat watermelon on stream. You know who I'm talking about. Miss CB says, are we playing fantasy football? Okay. JB messaged me today about this. I don't know. I didn't want to, but now everyone's messaging me about this, so maybe. Can we tackle this year? Can he tackle this year? Who did he ask about? Yes. Oh, so the shoulder. His shoulder's healed. By the way, 20 on for my guy, James Williams. Hey, maybe we should do y'all want to do a CB league in fantasy? Who would be down to play fantasy football? Sound off. 5 Canes we're sleeping on that's not starters and that will make an impact this year. That's a great question. Let's go. That's not starters. Markeith Williams, because I'm going to say it until people start listening, because I think Markeith as the third safety is just going to have a great role on the team this year, with James Williams moving around a lot, being put inside the box, playing star, playing nickel. I think Markeith will be the one replacing him in the back end, so I think Markeith for sure. Do not sleep on Jaden Davis. I think his versatility in the secondary, and he comes from the Big 12. He's seen so much football, and all they do is air it out in the Big 12. So I think Jaden Davis will just be huge for situations. He can play nickel. He can play on the outside a little bit. He can play safety. On the defensive line, I think, personally, someone that is a little too slept on is Ahmad Moten. I think Ahmad Moten, guys like him, guys like Joshua Horton have the opportunity to step up and kind of grab more playing time if they produce. And I think Moten just looked devastating during the spring. Just looked just disruptive. Was getting penetration almost on every play. So Moten for sure. Shimmy Shamar in the receiving core. I think Shamar is a dog, and I think he's going to be a beast. You may not see him as early because remember he came in late, so still learning the playbook and adjusting. AJ Allen. I think AJ Allen is super slept on. And I think AJ Allen allows us to let Fletch learn slowly. Watermelon with mustard. Canes today. Are you trying to make me throw up on stream? That sounds horrific. Fletch, big Fletch. Mark put him on the stretcher, Fletcher. I actually think Fletch, we talked about this on the You Heard pod. Shout out to the You Heard pod. Who would lead the team in rushing yards. And I said, because I think it's going to be a little bit of a committee, and I think Fletch from like game 5 on may become more of the guy. Fletch may lead the team in rushing. Like Fletch having like 650 and like Parrish having like 550, and then like, you know, Chaney having like 475. I could see that. That is true. The 20 is Reed's. The 20 is Reed's. It's also Jim Kelly too, right? Fantasy football would be fun. Oh, that's another guy that people sleep on a little bit too much. Is Daryl Porter Jr. I talk about him quite a bit on the Twitter. DP2, that's my guy. Also, if you put the 2 on, you're just, I got love for you if you put the 2 on. Yeah, maybe we'll do a fantasy football league. There's enough of us. That could be a lot of fun. Who do you think is going to be our biggest strength and weakness as a team? Who or what? You said what? I read that wrong. I looked at it and read it wrong. Our strength is definitely going to be, I think, our versatility. When you look at the team up and down, even on the offensive line, I think we've got really good versatility this year, especially on the defense. And the back end is just crazy versatile. And then even on the offense, when you look at our receiving core, we look at guys like Ray, Robbie, X, Rashard, Shamar Kirk, Tyler Harrell, Jaleel Skinner, Christopher Johnson, Mark Fletcher, who's a dangerous receiver out the backfield. People sleep on him. AJ Allen, who today at Media Day was talking about how much he likes working out the backfield in the passing game. Elijah Arroyo. And then on defense, like we talked about earlier with Markeith Williams, Caleb Spencer, and the young guys, they're crazy versatility. Malik Bryan and Bobby Washington. And then we talked about Jaden Davis as well, who can move around a lot. The linebackers can move around quite a bit. I think our versatility is going to be our biggest strength. Our biggest weakness is going to be our youth. I think our youth and just inexperience. They're going to have to learn how to gel together early. Yes, I run a couple leagues. This here, Thunder and Lightning are going to kill it. Fletch and Johnson, CJ. It was interesting. So when I talked to Antoine, I asked him, like, is the speed crazy in person? He was like, it's even, he was like, you can't put it into words. There's not a person faster than him, is what he said. I asked him, I was like, you're fast. Like, can you contend with him? He was like, no, I don't have a shot. Hey, that's Bernie Kosar's number. I like Bernie. Our defense, I think our defense is going to be a strength for us early too. I'm really excited for the defense. It's fair to question the offensive line because they haven't played much together, but I like the pieces. I think you're solid in the middle. I think Matt Lee, I think Cohen, I think Cooper. I think you're so solid. I think you just got a lot of depth there too with Okumola and Maungoa and Rivers, and I think you have a lot of depth, and I'm excited. I think the offensive line is going to be much improved. I really do. The D-line, especially with the youth on the edge, Cyrus Moss, Ruben Bain, the big dog Jaden Wayne, who's one of my favorites on the team. Najee Kelly, who's still really young. I think people forget that Najee is still very young. Collins Achiampong, who I'm really excited to see Collins on the field this year. He looks like he's beefed up. I want to see if they get him in some special packages. That'll be fun. Hunter says, I think we have a very good chance at landing David Stone. I'm not worried about winning the battle against Oklahoma. I'm thinking it'll come down to the U and Michigan State. Well, his boy went to OU. So there's that. I think it'll be interesting. I want David Stone very bad. I don't know if anybody has it depends. I hear a lot of Michigan State. I hear a lot of Oklahoma, but I hear that he loves his time when he comes to Miami. But also you hear that from other sources though. So that's not from him. So I've never talked to him. I don't know, but I think he's a great football player. Seems like a really good young man, mature, loves the game. I'd love to have him. I think he'd be a great Kane. Shout out to David Stone. Love to have David Stone on the channel. Is Nelson 100%? He's another one that I'm interested to hear him talk from today. I'm not sure. I think Mirabal talked about him too. I haven't gotten to catch up on all the interviews from today. On who? We're not doing that. Ooh, so this is also Ben's assessment of Collins Chiampong. Is Calais Campbell 2.0. Ben was the first person who put that in my head, and I was like, oh, I see that. Like, I really do. Nicholas said most excited to see Bane. I think Bane's going to be a monster. I think him and Jaden Wayne are just chef's kiss as far as freshman defensive ends are concerned. Do not sleep on Cyrus Moss, y'all. Cyrus Moss is a dog. I'm excited about him too. I think they'll use him in some really cool ways this year. We saw him get used like in some really cool ways in the spring. Got a lot of love for Cyrus Moss, and I love his skill set. Al says very important here. TBD stays healthy. We win 10 games. I think we go as far as our quarterback room will take us. Obviously, I think Ja'Cory is much improved this year. But I think obviously we go as far as our quarterback room takes us. We don't need to be rushing Emory on the field or anything. Yeah, I'm excited for this season. I'm excited to see what everything looks like. I want to see what the defense looks like in totality. I don't think so, L. I don't think so, bro. I watched that man in the spring. I'm telling y'all. Some people carry weight different. I think Cyrus Moss just does not pack on mass. That does not mean he don't gain strength. I just don't think his body is made to support tacking on a bunch of mass. That's a strong dude. I think people sleep on Cyrus Moss. I paid very close attention to him on my rewatches of the spring game. I posted a bunch of videos while I was rewatching him. I saw him do some stuff to them tackles that I was like, okay. I love his versatility. I love his speed, his quickness, dropping back into coverage. I think Cyrus Moss is going to be an exciting player, especially because I know Guidry's going to have some fun using him. Former safety. That's my guy. I'm high on Cyrus. Very, very high on him. Out of all the non-O-line freshmen, who do you think makes the biggest impact on the field? Of all the non-freshman offensive linemen, I'm gonna not say Matt Lee because we've talked about him a lot tonight. So I'll say somebody else. Inez Cooper. Inez Cooper dropped a little bit of weight. Looks fantastic. I think Inez Cooper's gonna have a good year. I do. And then he's got somebody up front, Matt Lee and Cohen up front with him in that interior, soaking up that knowledge. Inez Cooper, my friend. Who would be the Gregory Rousseau of the season? Nigel Kelly. I think Nigel is going to lead us in sacks. I think Kelly's just going to have an explosive season. Yeah, I agree. I agree. I think Kelly's just going to have an absolutely explosive season. Ja'Cory, baby. I don't know why people don't believe in him. I believe in Ja'Cory, okay? I think he's going to be dynamite. He's got a cannon for an arm. They just got to teach him how to use that thing. And I think they are. I trust Shannon Dawson. I think our quarterback room is in good hands. I like Emory. I like Judd. I like Ja'Cory. I love Ja'Cory's skill set. I love a dual threat quarterback, so I love his skill set. If y'all see what Coach Dawson did with Clayton Tune, you'll see why I'm so excited about Ja'Cory. Does anybody worry about the ranking? For our current commit? Interior offensive linemen tend to not like. To be honest, if you're a center and you're a 3-star center, that's like a 5-star center. Centers, you're not really going to see 5-star centers. So to me, no, I'm not really worried about him not having any stars. Also, remember, he comes from Canada, so how many eyes have really been on him? You got to ask yourself that question. Like Dylan Day, anywhere else in the country is probably a 4 to 5-star talent, but I don't think enough eyes have been on Dylan Day. But no, I'm. If you rewind a bit, we watch his highlights. I think if you watch his tape, you'll be impressed. I really do. Physical, tough, mean, big, finish. When I say finishes blocks, I'm talking about finishes blocks. I think Mirabal is doing a great job. Let's talk about this for a second. I think Mirabal is doing a fantastic job with the offensive line, and here's why. You just got 2 5-star tackles, right, in the last class. 5-star tackles are not coming in this class. They're not sitting behind Cisco and Pancake Concho and Samson. They're just not. They're gonna end up transferring out. So instead, let me get monsters that I can mold. Let me get a Derek Plaz, who's just a physical beast, wingspan just ridiculous, quick, athletic, and I'm gonna watch his highlights with him. So I have a video with him in a few weeks that'll drop, probably in a week or two, a couple weeks. Juan Manaya, another guy, just big, physical, athletic. Miraball's getting clay in this class. Last class, he got the blue chippers. This class, he's going to get the clay. I really love what he's done in this class on the offensive line. Really, really, really love it. Hey, Brian Smith in the building. Ranking is not a big deal because of where he's from. Yeah, so you got to ask yourself how much eyes have been on him, because of where he's from. And again, interior offensive lineman centers, again, a 3-star center it's like a 5-star offensive lineman. They're not going to get rated as high as like a star left tackle would. But yeah, I really, really do like his game. Yeah, people on Twitter do what people on Twitter do. I'm not that upset with people on Twitter. They're going to get upset about things. And I mean, look, watch the tape. His tape is impressive. He's physical. He's big, athletic, strong. Plays with great leverage, too. We saw that a couple times, even with guys that are smaller than him that were trying to get under him. Still gets under their pads. I'm very impressed with his tape. Very, very impressed with his tape. Yes, I agree. Derek Plaz is a monster. I think I need to reach back out to him. We were talking Friday and Saturday about him coming on the channel, so we want to do that. I'm gonna do that at some point this week. Do we have donations on here? No donations yet. Maybe in the future I'll do that. No. No. I think they're very much still in it for Eddie. Obviously, so is other schools as well. Big fan of that young man's talent, man. Big fan. But it's a battle for him, I would imagine, right, Brian? We're in a battle we're actually in a battle with UCF with a couple of recruits, a couple that I really, really want to. So Miami's doing their due diligence, but yeah, I like Eddie Pierre-Louis. He's actually nasty on the defensive line too. Is he falling down the good question. I'm not sure. Tripp looks like he's probably going to be a future center for us too. Mirabal spoke highly of him today. Yeah, I'm happy with what we've done on the offensive line in this class. There's still two more I want. I want Afua and I want Eddie. Oh man, that other shade of orange. Watch out for Tennessee. Are they still in it as much for Big Cam, Brian? It seems like it's been Auburn that's gotten all the buzz lately. For Kamarian Franklin. I think if I'm not mistaken, I think he was there today or yesterday. Not yesterday, but he posted a picture of Auburn. I think he was there. Yeah, he's all over. That's interesting. I know he wants to play in the SEC. He's made that pretty clear that, or not made it clear, but I know he's mentioned that he wants to play in the SEC, that he's from SEC country. But he seems to love Jason Taylor. Yeah, I think he really, really likes the staff. Yeah, I think he was in Auburn as of 10 hours ago. I think he was there on a visit. Auburn's been recruited. They got a good class. Auburn is doing a heck of a job in recruiting. They really, really are. Hey, man. Every staff's gonna work just as hard as ours, if not, I mean, I don't know if anybody puts in Cristobal type hours. That's absurd. I don't know how, but he works 25 hours a day. But just like, like I always say, recruiting is like a boxing match. You're gonna take a punch, you're gonna give a punch. Obviously, coming out of the barbecue, we wanted to hear some good news. I think locking down an interior offensive lineman like this was awesome. I like his tape, and I think it's a great addition to the offensive line class. Tavion Galloway for the second tight end. I go with another tight end recruit. I like him. I just watched it. I just did his eval last week actually. I like his tape. Very interesting. He was supposed to be at the barbecue. Very interesting film. I like him. He's been public about, he grew up a Canes fan, and so I think we're in it for him. I do not watch hockey. My father did. I'm from New York, so my dad is a Rangers fan. So my dad used to watch hockey when I was a kid. I have like hockey's jerseys. I have a jersey in the closet that's signed from it's a Canadian Olympic jersey, I think. It's the dude that scored like the game-winning goal for Canada a few years ago. It must have been maybe 8-10 years ago. My dad got it for me because he was in Canada at the time when it happened. Brian says hard to say with Galloway. Yeah, I think it'll be interesting to land him. When you look at our tight end room, though, you got Elijah Arroyo, Jaleel Skinner, Jackson Carver, Riley Williams. I think we're just stacked in the tight end room. And then you bring in Elijah Lofton, who is an absolute monster. Anything to the Ohio State offer for Chance. I hate that I had to say the name of that school on my channel. Chance is a beast, right? Chance is every bit of a 5-star receiver, although he doesn't have 5 stars. He's every bit of an elite receiver. So nobody's going to stop recruiting Chance. That's just how it works, Just like we haven't stopped recruiting LaWayne McCoy, just like we haven't stopped recruiting Jeremiah Smith. There's still other schools are going to call on him. But he's got a great relationship with the staff. He's got a great relationship with Coach Kevin Beard. So we just got to keep working. And look, the deciding factor on all of this is we just need to produce. If we come out, we have a good season, the offense looks effective, efficient, it has rhythm, and he can see himself producing in this offense, we win. I think we hold on to everybody. We haven't had any decommits yet in the class. Knock on wood. Haven't had any decommits, which I think is huge. So yeah, I think we hold on a chance. Obviously, anything can happen, but I'm not worried. I'm not too worried about Chance. Yeah, just the mention of them. You see my face? It's just, I'm making a funny face. Alabama has been going way harder for 4-star running back Kevin Riley. Yeah, but Kevin Riley told people to stop calling him, which is not going to happen. I mean, they're still going to keep calling him. Auburn picked it up too, actually. I think Auburn's been hitting him up quite a bit lately, but he did shut down his recruiting. But so did Chance. So they're not going to stop calling. Just like, again, we're not going to stop calling. You see, we just flipped a commit today. Nino, the guy we were watching tonight, was committed to Harvard. Yes, Alabama offered Cam Pruitt, our 4-star linebacker. Yes. Nicky Saban, man, coming for all of our guys. He came from my quarterback. Don't think I forgot about that. He came from my quarterback. Now he's coming from my receiver or my running back. But no, look, you have to hold on to anyone that's a verbal commit. That goes for JoJo. That goes for Dalen Russell. That goes for everybody. For one, you have to produce. You have to produce on the field. You have to win. We win. The defense looks good. The offense looks good. Everything else will take care of itself. We don't, and, you get what you deserve at the end of the day. But I think we will have a much improved year. I think the offense will be much improved. I think the defense will be better. I think the offense will be more creative, more fun to watch. So, yeah. There's a couple recruits that I still want, obviously, in this class. There's a couple that, like, every time the bat signal go out and I start DMing or asking questions, I'm hoping that the answer is them. So there's still work to do, obviously. And with anyone, you never really know. We heard a lot of positive stuff coming out of the cook-off. So hopefully we hear some more good news this week. Obviously, every time we get a commit, we will come on here. We'll go live. We'll watch his tape. why we are here right now is because of Nino. So shout out to Nino, our 6'3", 290 interior offensive lineman who flipped from Harvard. I think Mirabal did a great job in finding him. Mincy, the safety. I like Mincy. I don't know if we're in the lead there, but I like his game a lot. He's really good. There's a safety I really want, and if we land him, I think we've done a great job at safety. Guys like Dylan Day with the versatility too. Dylan Day and Isaiah Thomas and Ryan Mack. I think we've done a great job at safety. But I want Zaquan Patterson. I want Zaquan. Shout out to Nino. Welcome to the U. Had to give him the Dono welcome to the U gift. I have to give that to every commit because it's the coolest gift ever. So I use it every time. Yeah, Florida. It looks like Florida is in the lead for Mincy. Jalen Hayward, corner. Correct me if I'm wrong on that. Canes today, you never know, buddy. You never know. Correct me if I'm wrong on that, Brian. But I believe the staff likes Jalen Hayward at corner. Yeah, let's get a welcome to the U in the chat for Nino. Welcome to the U, man. Welcome aboard. Really happy to have you here. Another beast on the offensive line. Hayward to Miami, hopefully. I think it's between us, UCF. I'm pretty sure all the schools in Florida feel like they're in it. I like Hayward's game a lot. I think they like him at corner. I think he'd be a really good corner. But it's a battle with a lot of recruits, and it's definitely a battle with him. Welcome to the U, Nino, man. Really, really happy to have you joining this class, joining Derek Plaz and Juan Manayas as our offensive line commits. Man, I think you're going to be a beast in the future for this team, our future starting center. I know Judd Anderson did a little dance when he got another monster up front in this class that's going to be protecting him. Someone with a high IQ who is just an absolute monster. We saw him just moving young men. He finishes his blocks, plays with good leverage. He's got good feet, good in pass pro, but in the run game, clears running lanes. Really, really, really impressed with that tape. So I'm going to try to get him on the channel. I'm going to try to get all the 24 commits on the channel, obviously, to do the watch along and interviews with. So I'll try to get him on the channel. I think it'll be cool to hear from him. I definitely want to get people on the channel that the fan base hasn't really heard from much. That's why I thought it was really cool to get Dylan Day on. Isaiah Thomas. Yeah, Judd. We'll be doing Judd's this weekend. Judd goes back to school this week, so it's hard for him during the week. But we're going to record. We're going to do something this weekend. Yeah. Hey, don't be staying up too late. Don't get me in trouble. Yeah, shout out to Nino, man. Shout out to everyone who came and hung out. Anytime we get a commit, we will do these. They're a lot of fun. We're also going to I'm going to do a stream one night where we just chop it up and y'all ask me a bunch of questions because I haven't done one of those. I will be making the announcement about this Friday's watch along. I'm actually thinking we just do 2017 Notre Dame Miami, but I need to make sure I can first. Let me do some YouTube research and make sure that I don't get my channel destroyed before I actually get a chance to build it. But tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern, the interview and film watch along with Dalen Russell will drop on the channel. And then next week's will probably be Jose Leon, the 3-star receiver committed to Appalachian State from Columbus, who's actually Dalen Russell's teammate. So probably back-to-back weeks with teammates. So yeah, I had a lot of fun chatting with Jose. I think y'all will really like his film. Not a Canes commit, but keep an open heart and watch his film. Trust me, I think you're gonna really, really like this young man. Really fun to talk to. He's got a ton of charisma, mature, and his film is really, really fun. I think you guys will really like it. Now, something else I want to do in this process of doing like the evaluations and meeting other recruits and learning about them. Sometimes I learn about recruits when they follow me. And then I watch their tape, and I want to expose some people to some of those young men that don't get to do interviews, that they don't get highlight packages about them from On3, and people don't tweet about them a lot. I want to try to highlight some of those young men. And there's a lot of just relationships I built, and I just want to highlight some of those young men. Y'all know how I am. I become a fan of them. So I just want to do my best to use whatever platform I have to boost them. I think it goes without saying that I wouldn't have all these followers if it wasn't for recruits. You guys follow me because I post them. So I think it's only fair that I use whatever platform I have to spotlight them. Are you talking about the safety? L? I haven't talked to him yet. I don't think I've done his evaluation yet. I haven't bookmarked, but I haven't. I'm into the 2025 class now. So today I posted Wade and Charles. I think last week I posted a couple of 25 kids. I think I have like 4 or 5 evaluations done on the 25 class, and I'm still going through them. It's been really busy at work lately, so watching film at night's been kind of hard. So I've been trying to get them in. I think I did like 4 or 5 this weekend. Thanks for coming, David. Shout out to David, bro. Have a good night, Brody. Yeah, I'm gonna get to Cummings. I have him bookmarked. I have a lot of 25 guys bookmarked. Rasta was sending me a lot of them and telling me about them the other day. Yeah, so I plan on doing more 25 recruits, and I want to get some of the 25 recruits on the channel too. I reached out to only one so far, and he said yes. So we're recording Wednesday. One of the bigger recruits in the 25 class, actually, too. But yes, shout out to Nino. Welcome to the U, as my guy Dono would say. Thank you, everyone, for coming and hanging out. I love doing these. Anytime we get a commit, we will do these. Again, tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern, the Dalen Russell interview / film watch along will drop, and then Friday we'll do another no huddle watch along. It may not be a no huddle game though, it may just be a full game. More news on that. I'm gonna look into that, and then we'll figure that out. Man, thank you guys so much for coming to hang out. Hit the like button, subscribe if you're not subscribed. YouTube told me that 68% of the people that watch my videos is not subscribed. Subscribe to the video, or subscribe to the channel. Hit the like button, obviously, please. Share it with your friends. We're trying to build the channel, obviously, trying to build it slowly but surely. And those of you that always show up, like, it means the absolute world to me. Thank you guys so much for retweeting my stuff, liking it, coming and hanging out, commenting. You guys make my day. I had a lot of low energy today, so you guys brought me up, and it was awesome, man. I had a lot of fun. We're gonna keep doing these. Obviously, I want to do a little bit more. We'll do some just regular Q&A stuff. And then on some of these nights where I'm just watching film, I'll probably just go live, and y'all can just hang out. We'll watch the huddles together while I take my notes and stuff. We'll just chop it up and, just have fun. I wanna just kind of hang out here. Taco Tuesday tomorrow, says War Beast. I'm definitely gonna get some tacos. Hey, shout out to Canes today. Turn them post notifications on so you can get all my notifications. Thank you for showing up, L. Be careful, be safe, have a good night. Man, thank everyone for showing up. I really appreciate it. We're gonna call it a night, and I will see you guys on the channel tomorrow. The Dalen Russell video is not going to be alive though. The video is just dropping at 3. You can watch it whenever you want to. But we will be live back on the channel Friday for a watch along. I'll let you guys know what game we're watching. I just want to make sure we can watch the 2017 game, and if we can, we can. I may ask somebody to pop in. If he does, it'll be dope. But I don't want to say it because I don't want to. If he doesn't, y'all gonna be like, man, you said. I don't want to do that. So we'll see what we can do. Everybody have a good night. Have a fun night. Go kiss your loved ones. Be nice to everyone on Twitter. Not everyone, but be kind. Don't be a donkey. And thank you guys for hanging out. We out.